Chibi Jen, and with me is my guest speaker.
Hi! No, you're my guest speaker.
No, you're my guest speaker.
Okay. This is my YouTube account.
Yes.
Okay. So Chibi Jen here is going to turn the tables and interview me.
So, you all know who he is, right?
Yes. I'm Brad from Moonkitty.net.
This is Moonkitty. We all know him as Moonkitty. So now today we're sitting together to
dance.
No, I'm going to interview Brad, asking a few questions about him,
Yes.
and Sailor Moon in general, and all that good stuff.
I guess like Japan too.
Japan.
Yeah. I think a lot of people had questions about how to get to Japan and get a job in Japan and visa and stuff. So
He's the expert.
So I've told Jen
Spam
that.
him with fan mail, all you like. Should I give you his address?
Yes, but let's not do that. I have told Jen I'm an open book. She can ask me any questions, personal, work, website, fandom, anything she wants. So hopefully she asks questions that you've been wanting to ask yourself.
I hope so. Okay, first of all, would you like to just introduce yourself a little bit and tell your fans more about yourself?
That's getting off easy. That's not a question. Well, I'm Brad. I'm from Sydney, Australia. Born here, raised here. Born here, not raised here. Born here. Grew up on a farm. 2 different farms, Blue Mountains and in Orange. Moved back to Sydney for university. Then went to Japan. I went to Japan about 9 years ago. So I actually live in Tokyo right now. I'm just back in Sydney right now, visiting family and friends.
Visiting me.
Yes, and visiting Jen, catching up with Jen for the second time. And doing a few videos for all of you who have been asking me for more and more videos. So here they go.
Yes. So, with Sailor Moon 2013 just around the corner, which is a few months, but still, what are your thoughts on that? What are your expectations?
Yes. No. Actually, we kind of talked about the anime in the last video, but I'm really excited. I'm more looking forward to seeing the fandom explode again, the way it did when the live action series came out a few years ago, probably about 9-10 years ago actually. So I'm looking forward to that because that was a really fun time. Even back when I guess the anime was on TV originally, everyone was so much more active and enthusiastic, and it brought in a whole lot of new fans. And I guess like us, like we've been making sites since the original anime was on TV in Australia here. So that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Lots of new fan sites, hopefully.
Yes, and actually I'm also looking forward to new musicals, if they do those in Tokyo. That's something I'm really looking forward to. That's been confirmed one way or the other yet, but something that I'm really hoping they do. Fingers crossed. Because what man doesn't like Sailor Moon musicals?
I've never seen a Sailor Moon musical, so I'm really jealous.
Yes, as you should be. They are amazing. But they really, really are amazing. So even if you've seen them on DVD or YouTube or wherever, seeing them live is a completely different thing. Completely different. Yeah.
Speaking of musicals, you mentioned earlier that you might actually be returning home
To Australia?
Yes.
Yeah, I am thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for a few years actually. Japan, I do love Tokyo, but Sydney beats Tokyo in so many ways. But
Don't say that.
it does.
No, I love Japan.
No, it's really good. No, Japan is wonderful. I love Tokyo. I've got lots of friends there, and I've been there for going on 9-10 years now, and I don't know. I'm getting a bit old. Maybe it's time to settle down.
Getting wrinkles now.
I have a family. I've got crow's feet here. I moisturise. So, yeah. So I am thinking about it, but we'll see. Nothing's locked in stone yet. But especially with the new anime and things that
Sailor
happens.
Moon might keep in Japan.
I know, because that's what every adult does, is base their whole life decisions around an anime series for little girls in Japan. I mean, what could go wrong? But we'll see. But I am thinking about it. But I'm not saying don't go to Japan. I mean,
You should go to Japan.
But staying there for about a decade is quite the exception. Most people who go to Japan to work there, even if they love it, 2 years is about the average. Regardless of industry. If you're going there for like teaching English, which is the easiest way. I've got friends who are lawyers in the medical industry. 2 years is really about the average. So kind of quite the exception actually. Not many other people stay for this long. Even if they marry and have kids in Japan, a lot of them will even leave after this time. So
hope he stays there.
Kind of selfish wish on her part, I'm sure.
I know. Okay, so how did you actually get into building a website?
Building a website. Well, I guess it was, when was it? 90. It was like when the internet was really new, like 97, maybe 97, 98. The internet was really, really new, and I was at my aunt's house, and I was just surfing on the internet there. It was really, really cool. And then Sailor Moon stuff. And it was about, I guess, even in Japan, the first season was on TV there. And I think maybe the first movie came out, and it was like a website in English with information on that movie. And it was like very, very old, like late 90s web page design. But I don't know, it's like really exciting and cool, and I got like so inspired and into it. And then when I went to university, high-speed internet, found some other Sailor Moon websites run by really fantastic webmasters. You see a lot of them on the Sailor Essentially Domain Group.com, which I'm still actually a part of. And a lot of old websites from back in the day are still online, and they really inspired me. And yeah, originally I would admit to copying their source code, pasting it on my free hosted AngelFire webpage, which is still online, but then swapping out the images for my own images and the layout. But that's how I learned. I kind of self-taught myself and just like customize the code myself. And where now I can just like, I still do hand code. I open up Notepad or a similar text editing program and just type the whole code from hand. Still very basic HTML, but I can make it, my website's going to look like really any other website. I never really saw a need to learn like the CSS, which I find pretty confusing. You do web page design for a living,
Yeah.
so maybe you might know more about this than I do. HTML4, still not really sure what that is. I'm assuming it's better than HTML3. But yeah, so I taught myself the basics, but I never really, I don't know, got hardcore with databasing and stuff like that. But I do recommend definitely teaching yourself how to get your web pages to Hey again, we got cut off, my phone ran out of memory, so let's continue. But yeah, good way, teach yourself web page designs, don't stop at the basics with like changing text color, go on, learn tables. Next question.
Yes. So, your website is pretty massive.
Yes.
And it's got all these different sections.
It's huge.
Yeah. Which is your favourite part of your website?
My favourite part? Ooh, that's a good question. The episode guides I'm pretty proud of, because they take a long time. Like, just for like one episode would take, I don't know, 3 hours to get right. You have to like watch the episode, make the notes, and I always have like interesting facts about it at the bottom, and then like the screen capping, and then editing those in Photoshop. A lot of time has gone into all those episode guides for the anime, and then the live action and the musicals too. Not 100% finished yet, but I'm getting there. But I'm very, very proud of that.
So go check it out.
Yes, go visit it now. And yeah, let me know if you find any errors. I'm always willing to correct errors. I'm sure there are some. Because the amount of time it takes to do each one, I don't really have the time a lot of the time to go back. I do proofread it, but sometimes, of course, I can't spend 20 hours proofreading everything. I'd rather get it online. But I do proofread at least once or twice, so don't worry.
Pretty well written.
Thank you.
So, another question for you. What's actually your most favourite part about making a website?
About making a
Yeah,
website?
like what's your favourite part about running a website?
For me, there's two parts. One is actually making the content for the site, and for me, I'm very everyone says they're OCD, and I'm not technically OCD, but for me now it's kind of a bit of an addiction where I want to actually have like character guides, item guides, attack guides, episode guides, and just have it completely complete where every part of it is actually covered. So there's kind of this weird addiction that's like driving me to work on it again and again. And yeah, actually I really do enjoy working on the website. And it's something that I think a lot of people kind of forget about when they make a website is make sure you enjoy doing it. Don't make a website because you just think it's a crazy fad that everyone's doing and you should do one too. Actually do it if you actually enjoy curating like information and media and putting it together. It's also a good practice for the other way. The thing I like is it's a really good practice. So I'm going to sneeze. But just writing in general, like because I've been writing so much, putting so much content in for like 12 years maybe, the website now. My writing's improved dramatically just because I've been like doing so much on a daily basis. And also then design-wise, it's a great experience for design and color and use of space. And so if I ever need to do a web page for a client or someone, I can show them this and show them the experience I've got from that. So I've actually used my Sailor Moon site as a way to experiment over the years for random programs and things for my other sites for clients where I used to do freelance web page design or even my other projects that I do. So that's been really good too. So you've probably seen things come and go over the years. But now I've filtered out all the crap, and what's there now is kind of the good quality things that I like.
So, what can we expect from you in the coming year in terms of Moonkitty.net content?
Hopefully, character guides will be up to date. I want to get the musical guides done before the new anime starts, the anime guide completely done before the new anime starts. And I also want to go back actually and review my CDs. I got them selling them CDs. And I haven't really, I reviewed them way back when my site first came out, within its first year. And those reviews are pretty, shit house.
We didn't say that.
Language warning. They're pretty bad. Like, it's one of those like crappy reviews you see on Amazon where they're like, oh my god, it's Sailor Moon, it's like 10 stars. You know, it's, I hate reviews like that now. I have a big pet peeve with people just like giving 5 stars because who cares if it's good? I love it just because it's good. You know who you are if you write those reviews. But now I think I've matured a lot more and now I'm actually quite give a well-balanced review, which is what a review should be. It should be well-balanced and not just raving fans going, support it, etc. You know? So that's the way I've changed. I think I'm planning to do now. DVD reviews I'm kind of happy with. I want to do the CDs and even Tokyo Pop Manga too. I want to go back and review that as well. And a lot of people have been asking me to do that, so I will.
You do a lot of stuff.
I know. I'm very passionate about it. It's the addiction. So I want to cover everything. And yeah. Don't do a general Sailor Moon fan site unless you have time on your hands. Yeah.
Do you still visit other Sailor Moon sites?
No, I only visit my own. I never visit anyone else. In fact, I have a blocker on my browser that prevents me from checking out other sites. No, I'm kidding. I do, of course. Yeah, I love Winstick's, of course. I visit I still call them the Gen Vid forums, but I think they're called the Sailor Moon forums now. Yeah, so I visit them quite a bit. I don't always post all the time. I'm not a lurker. I'm more of a pervert. No, I do. No, I'm not a pervert. But I do always browse the forums just to stay up with like news and what's happening with the different communities online and stuff. So I love that website. I always check the official Japanese Sailor Moon channel site on a daily basis, so I can catch that interesting horoscope that they put up once a month. And the off chance they might actually update with some interesting content. Anime News Network, I visit a lot. Sailor Moon sites, Miss Dream, they're always good. I'm very vocal about not supporting. I support the fans behind fan sub projects, but I don't actually support fan subs, if that makes sense. So I'm actually on very good terms with Ellie and everyone else behind Miss Dream. They're actually very good online friends. But but I am, my official stance is against scamlation. I am against scamlations.
Transparency.
But I do love their site, and I'm a very big supporter of them. Just not, it's weird. Yeah, you know what I mean. What else? Isho.net. Yeah, that's kind of like a new website that's very, very cool, worth checking out. But yeah, and a lot of our YouTube channels on YouTube as well. And Sailor Moon Obsession, of course, with Sisin. And hello. And Moonkitty.net podcast, of course, which you should check out as well.
So, do you have any final words you want to say?
Final words? Yeah. Already.
I'm cutting him short.
Well, there's some questions about Japan, because people want to know about how to get to Japan.
So Brad, how do you get to Japan?
Well,
Apart from flying there.
The best idea is to get a lot of companies employ from outside Japan, so you can get an interview and a job and a visa before you even get to Japan. A good website is called gaijinhot.com, and it's basically like job classified ads. It's kind of like Craigslist, but for Japanese jobs in Japan. And they, it's all in English, and they employ people. All the companies list their job openings, and they actually say whether they sponsor visas or whether they don't. So that's a really great way, and I would recommend that if you want to come to Japan and live for a year. If you just want to travel on a holiday, do that. Best to come in an off-peak period. So don't come in the Japanese Golden Week or Silver Week or New Year's periods. That will be like insanely expensive. Come in like an off-peak period. Seasonal best time of the year is first week of March for cherry blossoms. Or first week of April. First week of April. Come in April. But really, yeah, get a good job, get a visa. Once you get the visa, you can actually quit your job if you can financially support yourself. You don't have to stay with the company that gives you a visa. That's a little tip that you can do. And I think a lot of people have like got jobs with employers, and gotten their visa for 3 years, and then quit their job, missing a few part-time jobs for 3 years before getting another full-time job to get a visa, and then repeating the process. But yeah, it's definitely the easiest way to get to Japan.
Any other Japan advice?
Japan advice? Learn a bit of Japanese before you come. Research real information on Japan before you come. So, a lot of people who have come to Japan and they're just like, they're freaking out. The people have panicked at the airport. I'm not kidding, I've seen this happen. People have come to Japan to work at a job, and they get off the plane, they freak out, they literally just buy a ticket, jump back on the plane and fly home. They never actually leave the airport. So make sure you really research real Japanese information, like Lonely Planet is a good source. Yeah, so definitely know your stuff. Yeah, don't just come here and go, wow, it's amazing. Actually research useful information. Yeah. Was there anything that you think anything you think that you should have learned before you came for a holiday?
Should have come sooner.
Oh, there you go. That's a very good tip too. Yeah. And by the way, in case you're wondering, it is completely safe now to come in Tokyo. Don't worry about the radiation or anything like that. It's actually Tokyo is completely fine like that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about earthquakes. Earthquakes happen on a daily basis. It's just part of life. That big one was really the exception, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah. All right. You're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah.
I'm speechless.
Speechless? Alright. So I guess we'll wrap it up. I've enjoyed being interviewed by you.
Thank you.
So, you're doing fantastic.
I'm not good at this.
This is a YouTube debut today with these videos. She's doing great. She's so photogenic. Beautiful. So guys, well, thank you for watching. And make sure you comment down below if you're on YouTube, and give us a thumb up. It really helps push these videos to the top of search results. Comment. I'll put all Twitter information, Facebook information in the video description, so you can like follow us and like us on there. Make sure to check out Moonsticks and Chibiland, which are fantastic. And if you new to the Sailor Moon online community and you don't know about her sites, you really have to check them out. In one word, why should they visit your sites? One word.
Because it's awesome.
One word.
Awesome.
Awesome. Because they're awesome. Awesome. And visit my site too, www.moonkitty.net. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm back in Japan in about a week from now when I'll upload this, so don't worry about that, what I just said. And it's been fun. I'll be back in Japan making more Japan videos soon, more manga reviews. I'll have more free time for content on the site. Sorry about neglecting it in the last few weeks or so. Any last words?
Any last words?
Any last words? Sailor Moon says. Sailor Moon says. Yay.